Good afternoon. It's Susie Q96. I'm hiding my little bottle here because I don't want to get copyright boo-boos on my videos. So anybody with a brain knows what's in there. There, now I'm ready. All sugared up, and welcome to the Monday afternoon Lodo coin collecting show. More coffee. That sounds good. I haven't had coffee today. Swore it off for the day. Not really what it was. I was in too much pain to make coffee this morning. I'm having problems. Indeed, it's all right. We're going to wait for Handy Andy 736 to come back with his coffee and see who else wanders into the Happy Camper camp. Because I got some news for you. A couple different newses. First of all, I'm glad you're getting to see me today because I had another little accident yesterday. It wasn't awful, but it added to my situation with my back. So today I had to get up and go into town, and I really didn't want to, but I had to. It was a critical thing that I had to take care of in there. So we were just waiting for Handy Andy to come back with his coffee. I wish he could send me a cup of coffee from Utah because I have not had one today. I've had tea, I've had cola flavored beverage, I've had water, I've had what's in this cup, which is an interesting experiment made by a company. Besides, I don't think I can get in trouble for just mentioning this. If I do, they can kiss my little behind. But especially if you grew up in the South, you know that there were other colas besides Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola. And probably the next big cola in the South was RC, which stood for Royal Crown, in case you don't know what RC Cola stood for. Royal Crown Cola. And used to be the standard thing that little kids, especially kids that didn't have much money with their allowance, would get an RC Cola and a moon pie. And if you don't know what a moon pie is, you're definitely not from the South. But anyway, I found this thing in the store the other day. In the section that has Kool-Aid and all of the little packets of different types of beverages. And this one is supposed to be Cherry RC Cola. Now, the first problem with that is that this is not a caffeinated beverage, nor is it bubbly in any way. Yeah, exactly, Mud Swat. If you don't know what a moon pie is, watch The Green Mile. They'll tell you all about what a moon pie is. Anyway, it's supposed to taste like Cherry RC Cola. I have not tasted it yet. Hi, Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one. Glad to see you here. Mud Swat, Jimmy Lakari, Archaeology Mikey 007 is in the house. Y'all watch out. He wins everything. He should just change his name to Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. Handy Andy 736 is here, but he is on a coffee run. The lucky Jane Zeller, who was the first person in the house. So anyway, I have not tasted this yet, but it is supposed to taste like Cherry RC Cola. So y'all are going to get to watch me do this. At the same, you're going to get the reaction the same time I do. Because I just can't imagine something that is not caffeinated or carbonated tasting like Cherry RC Cola. So I almost feel like I should hold my nose when I take this drink. Andy, are you back yet, honey? I want to wait for Andy on this one, but I may have to go without him. Yeah, I know, Mikey. I saw you were cleaning up all over the entire YouTube universe yesterday. Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to try this product that's supposed to taste like RC Cola, cherry RC Cola. I'm scared of it. Tastes like something, but it doesn't taste like RC. It does have a cherry flavor. It does have a little bit of a cola flavor, but truthfully, to me, it tastes more like Dr. Pepper, which is something I'm not crazy about. But it's drinkable, and probably if I had ice, it would be better. So anyway, that's my product review of the day. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It wasn't so awful that I wanted to just go and spit it out. It just, little kids would probably like it. There he is. There's Handy Andy with the right month on the video. Yeah, we're only in October. All right, if you haven't hit the like yet, you need to do that, please, because it makes the old lady happy. And if you haven't gone over and done your comment on the commentary video, you might want to do that. I may sneak in there and remove Archaeology Mikey. No, I'm just kidding. But Archaeology Mikey been cleaning house around the coin community this week on the drawings. Rhonda says, I found a Rockefeller 2020 W quarter in change from the grocery store. First W I have found. Good find, Rhonda. I have not yet found a W quarter, and I go through $20 to $30 worth of quarters every week, mostly for this show. We've never found a W. Bad cat video. Oh, well, just watch this one, Mud Swat. My bad cat's around here somewhere. Actually, he's out in the other room of the cabin. It's warm enough today that I can have both of the rooms open. So he's found his favorite chair, and he's out for the count. He's not doing a very good job as a security cat. However, I got to show y'all something I got before we get into the coinage and the news. I have another channel that I make jewelry on, and I ordered some supplies from a company, and not only was I very happy with the supplies, but I got a big kick out of the fact that they packaged they were little silver charms is what they were. They packaged their charms with their own personal security guard to make sure the charms were not harmed during shipping. Yeah, this little guy came in the shipment to protect my jewelry supplies as they traveled through the U.S. Postal Service. So he gets to live on my desk now, up here next to my penny with a cross punched out of it, and my big flip fidget spinner with strange things that I pick up along the way. Yeah, pew, pew, pew. All right, so next piece of news is I'm making a change to the state quarter book contest. I know I had originally announced it was going to end October the 19th, but something has come up that might interfere with that. Now, those of you who don't come in here all the time may not be familiar with the statehood quarter contest. What this little contest is you send in a quarter. You can send a maximum of 2 quarters. And that's your entry. You will get 2 entries if you send 2 quarters. We're going to fill this book, and then we're going to give it away. because we had a lot of extra coins that were really nice. And I had already put some in here, but if we get your entry and it's that quarter, we'll take these out if yours are nicer. But a couple of things happened on this. One of the things that happened is that I got an entry, a special entry. She's too young. You have to be 18 to win. But I got us a really sweet entry from my grandniece, who sent me a text message wanting to know if I had a Guam quarter, because she knows I collect quarters. And she had gotten one in her change at McDonald's. So I took the quarter out of my book and kept the one that my niece gave me in my personal book. So we've put a Guam in here. But the reason I'm not doing it on October 19th are twofold. Number one, when I hurt myself, I didn't get a really proper video out to promote the contest. And second, I have been gathering some other prizes. So you're not just playing for the little book full of quarters. So far, let me see. I believe this one came from, I have a card here. I've been keeping track. This came from TR, Thomas Robinson. I'm sorry. I want to put an N in there where there isn't one. This is a very nice copper round. Then this one is from an anonymous donor. This is a 61 uncirculated Benji. He's a dandy. We have, well, I should put the scope on. I always forget I have the scope. And it's such a wonderful scope. And I use it every day. And I love my handy Andy because he sent me this as a gift. And this has been such a beautiful gift. Okay, and here we have this beauty right here. A nice silver round. Get it turned around here. 1 ounce of fine silver. So we also have that going towards the statehood quarters folder contest. I'm sure that before things are all said and done, we will have some other little prizes to go along with it. You know, I never just give away one thing in a giveaway. I just don't do that. So we have those. And somebody else is sending something along, which is one of the reasons I'm extending the date. But here's the big reason I'm extending the date. This morning, I went, and I was hurting bad, and I'll tell you about what happened, why I was hurting so bad. But I dragged myself out of bed as much as I really wanted to go to the emergency room, and I went over to the apartments and paid my deposit and started the paperwork process. So, according to the lady in the office, the higher-ups are pushing her to have that unit filled by the beginning of next month. This is who's going to fill it. So I'm going to be moving probably in the out of the cabin and into my real apartment around the end of October. And I don't know exactly when, because there's a lot of paperwork, but there isn't, because it's a USDA subsidized housing for disabled and seniors. And that's what I just moved out of. So they don't really have to screen me again. I just have to redo the paperwork. So I'm probably going to be moving right around that time. And I didn't want that to interfere with the contest. So I have decided to move the date And I had to be careful because I thought about Halloween, and then I thought, no, that's a train wreck. So I'm actually moving it. And then I thought about election week, and I said, no, that's not good either. People have other things on their mind, and I don't want it to explode. So I have decided that I will take the entries until they have to be postmarked no later than November the 15th. And that's right here. I'll mark it on my calendar and put the giveaway on my show on November the 16th. That should give everybody plenty of time to get their quarters in. If they want to send something else along as a prize, that's fine too. And bear in mind, last week we also got 4 more empty state quarter books. So we are going to continue. Uh-oh. I hope I'm still on the air and I just turned off my monitor. I think that's what happened. Okay, anyway, so we have 4 more books that we can fill. And I think we're going to do something interesting with one of those that's a little bit different. But anyway, and I am going to make a proper video to promote it and show the other prizes. Yeah, what I did, Rhonda, I accidentally hit the button on my monitor and turned my monitor off, so I didn't know if everything went or just the monitor. So fortunately, it doesn't look like I killed myself on this show yet. Okay, so we got the state headquarters contest extended. Now, I did get another entry this week, but first I want to show you something that chased me around the country a little bit. Oops. Oh, shoot. Hang on, guys. I just made a mess. I dropped the book and knocked over my cola-flavored beverage on the floor. And if I don't clean that up, I'll step in it. So y'all going to get to look at my backside for a second while I get... Well, maybe not. I can use these. Oh, my goodness. I can't really bend down too much. I have several bruised ribs. And yesterday, I made it worse. I had no choice. I am staying in a cabin which has no indoor plumbing. And this is kind of gross, but I have a somewhat sophisticated camping toilet in here. Oh, I have these all the time, Rhonda. These guys are just going, up. There she goes again. Anyway, yesterday, despite the pouring rain, I had to drag the camping toilet outside. It's a flushable toilet. I mean, it's really nice. It cost $200. It wasn't cheap. But at some point, yeah, you have to clean it up. And I did not want the camper toilet to be the cleanup on aisle 4. So I had to take it out of here yesterday and take it over to where the septic is so that I can offload what was in there. And the grass on the ground is saturated with water from the backup from that tropical storm Delta. So dummy here with her already messed up ribs slipped and fell on her butt in the wet grass and jammed up my ribs even more than they were. So I did not want to get up this morning, but I knew I had to because I had to go over there and sign the papers for my apartment. And then I spent the rest of the day in bed so I could do this show. Now, I got to show you what chased me down. This was mailed after I moved, but apparently I did not send a change of address to my good friend Ravenhawk Coins. So this little thing went down to Georgia and came back up to Virginia from Oklahoma and managed to show up completely unscathed in my P.O. box here in Virginia. And it's my absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous 1997 proof set. Oops, my ring light is reflecting on it a little. So that managed to chase me all around the country without the plastic getting broken or the outer carton being ruined. And I thank you very much for that, Ravenhawk. That's a beauty. Some people don't like proof sets. I do like them. And I'm very pleased to have that. So that was in my mail this week. Oh, hi, Austin Simpson. How are you? Glad to see you in here. Then I did get another entry for the book. There are 2 quarters in here. One of them I already got out, and I need to put my gloves on. Oh, I always forget until I'm actually into the big quarters. Yeah, that was from a while back on Raven's channel, and I forgot to send him my change of address. I just messed up. Ah, I love it. This is from Ed Booth, who sent in quarters for our contest. He has his 2 entries from the state of Washington. If I can get my eyes to focus, I believe Washington is empty. Now, here's why I giggled when I took them out. Let me get the scope up here so y'all can see what made me laugh, because he must have read my mind. Little scope. Okay. Here's the first Washington quarter he sent for his entry. For entry number 1. And it's a lovely specimen from the Evergreen State, and we shall put that right here in the book. And then I will show you his second entry. Here is Ed's second entry into the contest. He found an ugly. He sent in an ugly. And that, my dear, see if you can find your ugly, because the next book we fill is going to be the uglies. I had already decided that before I pulled this out, and that's why I was laughing. It was like he read my mind. So the next book of State Quarters we're going to do are the uglies. So, but for right now, this is where I'm keeping the contest entries. I have a card in here where I'm writing down everybody's entries and what state they sent in. So we've got his 2 on here. The quarters that do not fit into this book will go into other giveaways or for postage, or in this case, that one may go right into the next giveaway ugly book. It was pretty grubbed. Okay. No. Anyway, this has not been one of my better days physically. And my camera's not focusing very well either. There we go. So better. Ew, now I have to drink this stuff because I spilled my Coke. I mean, my cola flavored beverage. Muscle Shell. I started watching the Coin Miss thing today. I didn't get all the way through, but I did get to that package that looks like the UPS man ran over it with his truck. What the heck? Jeez. That was pretty nasty. So I did get to that one. I didn't see them all yet, but I'm trying. Up here on the mountain, I have a limited amount of viewing time with my internet. It's very expensive and I have to pay for it by the gig. So when I was in town today, I stopped at the library because you can sit out in their parking lot and suck up free Wi-Fi. They encourage it. So I sat out there and watched a few while I was having my breakfast. Okay, another thing that happened this week. I had 2 different kinds of dime books for my personal collection. And what it did was it caused a gap, because this one went from 46 to 64, and then the next one should have gone from 65 to 2004, and then pick up with 2005. But I had this other book in there of a different brand, and it only went 65 to 1999, which left 2000 through 2004. I didn't have any spaces for it. So I was able to procure the correct book for my series, which means I emptied this one. So now, in addition to the empty state quarters books that we have to fill up and give away, I also have a dime book. So we're going to do something with it. I did leave in it a very nice 1965 and a 1997p. So that's another book that we're going to fill up and give away to a lucky winner. I'm not big on sorting dimes, but I need to do it for my own collection, so that's what we'll do. All right. So this is the contest book. I'm going to put it aside for right now, and we're actually going to start on the original Car Wash Quarter books. Right after we give something away. Y'all knew I was going to do that, didn't you? All right. Let me find me a comment picker. Yeah, another thing that's going to happen, you guys know, the ones that hear a lot, know that I'm not crazy about using comment pickers, and I had some different games that I use. Once I get moved into the apartment and I have an actual little area set up to put my studio in, I got some ideas for the giveaways that I hope will be a lot more fun. But for right now, I'm working in a space that's about 2 feet by 2 feet. My computer barely fits in it. So we're just having to deal with this. And the other thing, while I'm up on the mountain, I do not go to the post office every time I give something away. So my mail is a little sporadic. I do, whenever I go into town for something, I do go to the post office, but I can't do it every day. It's quite a ways down and back to get into town. So I just have to mail things as I can. I'm not trying to be slow. It's just, that's the way it is right now. And I'm having some bad days with my ribs. The coin of the day. Oh, let me see. The coin of the day. Let's see about this coin. Let's put this under the microscope. This can be the coin of the day. Since I'm getting ready to do a giveaway, how about a 4-leaf clover for good luck? There's your coin of the day right there. Got a 4-leaf clover on the back, made out of genuine imported plastic. There's your coin of the day. Now, I do have something a little bit different on this giveaway. Y'all need to get over there and get commented on the comment video. I'll give you a minute or two to take care of that. And I got a comment picker here that doesn't seem to want to do anything. That's not a good sign. Okay. See how many people have commented on the video. So far, we've only got 8 people commented, and there's more of you than that in the stream. So, Petey Sandigger, hey, swing for the ring. These are people from my metal detecting buds. It's raining and nasty here, and I can't go find any coins of the day. It's been so nasty. First, we had the back end of that beta storm. Now we've got the back end of the Delta storm. I have, it's either 7 or 8 permissions that I can go dig, except, number one, I busted up my ribs, and I got to heal up a little bit before I can do them. And number 2, it's raining and turning everything into a freaking mud fest. So, you know I'm going crazy because I got my metal detectors all cleaned up and ready to go. Can't get it done. Okay, Jaji Coins. Y'all got about a minute to get over and get signed up on the comment video. Now, what am I giving away on the comment video? That depends on you. I got a bunch of coins in here in flips. They're all, you know, all the flips are the same size, so I don't know. So after we determine the winner, I'm just going to put this up here and pull something out. Whatever I pull out, that's what you're winning. Sorry to say, it is not a Danish-style butter cookie. However, I do have some in the other room if you prefer to trade your prize in for a crappy cookie. All right. So, we got 15 folks in here. Let's see how many have actually gone over to the comment video. And, well, we got 11. So 4 people either don't want a prize or are just still fumbling around. Oh my gosh, Austin, is everybody okay? You gotta, I don't know where you live, but where I am, you really gotta watch for deer. They will total your car if you hit one. And you can get really bad hurt too. All right. So, see if I can get this comment picker thing. Oops. Wrong button. I do that a lot. Let me get this share screen going. And let's see if we can get the tab open to the comment picker. We got us get the picker over here. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. There's TR, one of the donators to the contest, and donated a copper round for the oh, I want to go so bad. Swing for the ring. I want to go do that. I have been wanting to do that for years. Go to the Crater of Diamonds in Arkansas. That is, yeah, that's on my bucket list. I really, really want to go. Dig for diamonds. Okay, you're in West Virginia. I'm in Virginia, Austin. So I get it. Okay, let's see. Is everybody in? I'm going to check this one more time. We got 14 in there now. All right. Y'all getting in there. So let's see who gets to pick a prize out of the cookie can. And our winner chicken dinner. Who gets to pick the prize out of the can is Siren Silver Stash. Are you here, Siren Silver Stash? You got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes. When my clock flips over to 5:33, Siren Silver Stash surrenders the chance to pick the cookie. Went to the, yeah, Siren. All right. Let's get back on to me here. Stop that screen. There we are. Okay, I got the can. Let's see what Siren Silver Stash has won. I don't know. One of these flips from the other. My eyes are closed. I pulled something out. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. Cool. Let me show you what you won. Siren Silver Stash has gotten a 1989 Canadian dollar. There's Queen Elizabeth II in her younger days. Whoops. And on to reverse. Sorry about my hands. I believe that's a Canadian goose. So there you go. That is Siren Silver Stash's little prize. I just threw a bunch of things in there. I was going through my collection and said, okay, what are suitable for prizes? And I just threw a whole bunch in there. I put them all in flips so they'd all be the same. It's a loon. Okay. I thought about that, you know, swing for the, after I said that, I thought it might be a loon because I did used to live in Michigan. So Siren Silver Stash gets the loony prize. All right. Gotcha. Let's close that can back. There's some nice things in there. Loony instead of a toonie. They call the coin a loony. Okay. I'm going to write that on there. I don't know a whole lot about Canadian coins. All right. So, now we're going to move on to the car wash quarters. Let me see. Now, I am missing, I'm missing a lot of things, but okay. Anyway, I was reading. On my quarter books, my regular Washington quarters, my books are pretty much full except for anything that's silver. So on this stack, these are all from the local car wash. On this stack, all I'm looking for is silver, or if I see something that's exceedingly nice, Coyote Whacker. I was starting to think you didn't love me anymore. So anyway, I'm just going to go through these real quick and see if there's any silver in here. I doubt that there is, but what started the whole car wash quarters was that I pulled a silver quarter at the car wash one day and almost put it in the machine. Native Warrior, hey. Okay, so let me get back over to the microscopic device, which shows things prettier than I am. All right, we're just going to slide them under here real quick. Just go through these. I need to put a mark on my, there we go. Okay, now I know where the, in case I see anything that's real exciting, I do go back through all of these before I rebank them and make sure there's no DDOs or any other exciting things that we might want to keep. My bank is very chintzy up here. The one I had in Florida and Georgia, they were pretty nice. They were still giving me boxes of pennies and quarters most of the time. My bank here, the girl acted like she didn't even know what I was talking about, but we can't go in the lobby, so I may have to make a phone call. But she would only give me one roll of each denomination: dimes, nickels, pennies, and quarters. She was very young and looked at me like I was slightly crazy when I asked for 50-cent pieces. Like, she didn't know what a $half was. So anyway, I did manage, because I am a vendor at the local farmers market, a couple of weeks ago, to get 5 rolls of every denomination. But I really, somebody with an account and they can only get 1 roll of pennies. Oh, come on. I just think I think they're making more of this coin shortage than there actually is. And a lot of stores are using it as a way to round off your amount and keep your change. Do not let them do that. If they owe you $15.12, don't let them give you 10 cents and keep your 2 cents, because if they do that to hundreds of people over the course of the day, they're cheating the customers out of a lot of money. And I just don't think that's right. I just don't. And then there are the stores that say, oh, we're having a coin shortage, so please pay us with your card. Don't give us any coins. Please tell me how that makes sense. If you're having a coin shortage, would you not want to get coins? But they don't want you to give them coins, because then they actually have to give you change. Well, there wasn't anything exciting in those, but there's some points to ponder about the coin shortage. I think it has been grossly exaggerated in most areas. It's my personal opinion. If you can prove me wrong on that, please show me some statistics. But I just think there are a lot of people taking advantage of that shortage way past when the shortage actually ended. MetalDetectingLife.com. Okay, let me write that down. I'll mention that on my detecting show on Wednesday, after I get a chance to go over and read it. Oh, Susan lost your pen. Here it is. The bad thing with my ribs, if I drop something on the floor, it has to stay on the floor until somebody comes and gets it. Far North Coins, good afternoon. Yeah, in a few months, I'm going to try to come back up to Michigan. I have some places up there I can detect. I really wanted to move back up there, but they're going to have to do something about that car insurance price first. Give a penny, take a penny. You can take as much as you'd like. There is no law you can't. A store got sued because they yelled. They had to pay millions for 67 cents. Yeah, I kind of would want to slap the person that took all the coins, though, you know, because that's just rude. But technically, unless your sign says limit 3 pennies or limit 4 pennies, then I guess technically they could do that. Hadn't thought about that. Okay, well, let's go to the National Park Quarters folder. Once again, everything that I am searching today came from the local car wash. Did I wash my car today? No, I did not. Shame on me. I did, however, clean the interior of my car over at the vacuum station, so I wasn't a total mooch. I was going to wash my car, but there was a guy there that was kind of creepy, and he followed me up to the coin changing thing, and he followed me to the soda machine, and he was creepy, so I did not wash my car. I just finished cleaning the trash out of it and ran the vacuum and left, because, like I said, the dude was creepy. I don't like creepy people. Okay, so let's see where we're at here on the National Parks folder. We started this when I lived in Georgia. I'm going to say probably about 3 months ago. I could go back and look at the date on the first one. 2010, and we haven't done very well. We've only got 3 out of 10. Then 2011, we've got half of them. 2012, we're missing 3. 2013, we're missing 3. 2014, we're missing 1. Then we have everything 2015, 16, 17, and 18. Then we get to 2019, we're missing 2. And 2020, we're missing 6. And of course, they have the spaces for the 2021. They have the spaces assigned for the Tuskegee Airmen, but the rest are blank. So we'll see if we can fill anybody in today with our not very many National Park quarters out of this batch. I had $20 worth, and I spent $1 on the vacuum. So I had a lot of regular Washington quarters this week for some reason, and none of them really belonged in the collection. So let's see if any of these did. All right, let's get over to Mr. Microscope. I keep wanting to call it Mr. Microphone because of that toy, the Mr. Microphone toy from when we were kids, or when some people were kids. Ellis Island, I know I have, but I'm checking for, and I do go back and check all these. I've checked all of mine now except for about $20 worth for errors and oddball things, and I have found a few things. This one is actually kind of grubby. We don't need him anyway. That's fortunate, because I would have rather had a nicer example. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about the fill in the extra books is Mr. Ed Booth out in Washington has some empty books for us. He will be sending those over so that we can fill those up and give them away. I do not know what denominations. He said some of the books are used and some of them are new, and that's fine with me. I believe that if I was a low-dough collector and somebody gave me a used book full of coins, I'd be pretty darn happy. So we will be looking forward to that package. Ed has been a big supporter of my channel since probably about my 2nd or 3rd detecting video, and he's been pretty much supportive in most all of my live streams when he can get on, but our time zones are so different that it makes it a little bit difficult. But it does for the channel. He is an awesome, awesome member of the community with the and coin collecting community. Seems there are more and more crossover people who are in both communities. And when my channel started, it was as a metal detecting channel, and although I was collecting coins, COVID kind of forced a change in what I was putting on my channel, simply because I am high risk. So I still have to be very careful who I'm around and what I'm doing. Okay, if this is a D, we can use it. Let's see what we've got. I can't tell what the heck we've got. That looks like a P. Yeah, it's a P. Let's get focused a little better here. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Ah, too bad. We needed the D. I don't know if anybody else came in. I tried to. Now, we did discuss the little oddity on this coin. I've discussed it a couple of times, but every time I show this coin, I point it out again, just because it's one of the few things that you can spot with the naked eye when you find one that is messed up. Of course, I'm going to lay my pen down and use my pen as a pointer. When you have the coin like this with the San Antonio at the top, if you look over here at the end of this part of the cross, on a lot of them, there is a big pile of cud at the end of this, going right across the end there. And you can see it with your eye if it's there. The first time I saw it, Shibby Rob had an entire roll with that big blobs of cud on them. And I think Rosebud 39 bought that roll, if I remember correctly. Salt River Bay 2020. Let's see if we need that or not. So, yeah, TR, me too. It's turned, I have all these places I want to metal detect, and my ribs are bruised up, and it's starting to get cold already, where I may not get to do these till next year. And I'm very unhappy about that. If I hadn't busted up my ribs, then I still wouldn't be able to get out there and do it, because it is so nasty and cold and wet and just, it's disgusting. I don't like it. What am I looking at here? Oh yeah, Salt River Bay. I don't need that. Well, I don't do the Shibby Rob channel anymore. Some of you may know. I was in there in an auction one day, and I was bidding against somebody for something that I really, really wanted for personal reasons. And some of the people in the channel, I had no control over what the other people in the channel did, but some of them started booing the other bidder because he kept raising it up and raising it up. And I didn't tell them to boo this person. I had no control over what the other people in the chat was doing. I was bidding on the item. Well, I ended up being accused of messing up his auction. I did win the item, by the way. The other guy paid for the item I contacted Rob, told him send the money back to the gentleman. I wasn't bidding for something I couldn't pay for. But I didn't appreciate being accused of trying to rig or ruin his auction. I can't control what other people do. And I never got an apology. I got a big, long, nasty email. And then I had another one of his moderators call me out about it. And then I realized that was really probably where it came from more than Rob, was that moderator. But I've never gone back, and I spent money on there pretty much every week before I moved up here to the cabin and didn't have any money anymore. I felt like that was wrong to accuse me based on someone else's behavior. And the thing is, I really wanted that item, and now I can't even look at that item. It upsets me that much. I didn't deserve that, and I will never spend another dime there. I have copies of the live stream where you can see I was bidding, and I even told the people, don't do that. You know, because they weren't doing it to be mean. They weren't like actually attacking this guy. They were like, oh, boo, boo. You know, it wasn't like, you know, F you to the other bidder. Everybody in there had been having a real good time the whole day. And then all of a sudden that incident occurred, and I've never been back to his channel just because I don't think it was right. Well, the people were not booing, like seriously booing. Everybody had been doing, kind of joking around like that all day. It was like, oh, boo-hoo, you know, and there were like laughing emojis. But I could see where it might have been taken the wrong way, but I was not doing it. I was not doing it at all. The people were on my side. They wanted me to win the item, but I didn't tell them to do that. And I didn't, I didn't tell them to do it, and I did not really condone it. I mean, initially it was funny, and then I thought, no, that's kind of mean. And I was like, don't do that. And the bidding kept going for another 3 or 4 bids. And the guy got upset, and he said, oh, we'll just give it to her. And I'm like, dude, I'm not participating in it. This is you and me and Shibby Rob. You know, if you want the item, keep bidding. If you don't want the item, say you're out. Did I pay too much for the item? Probably. I may still do what I wanted to do with it at some point. It's a military collection that had stamps and coins from a time period when my dad was serving in the military. And my intention when I bought it was to include it in a showcase that has my dad's medals and that sort of thing in it. You know, I would have just shaken it off, but I got this big, long, nasty email accusing me of masterminding the whole thing, which I had nothing to do with. I was just there bidding on the item. I love Michael Kittle's auctions. I've never had a problem with Michael Kittle. Right now, I just don't have money to participate in auctions because of this move and because of me falling and busting my butt. But I have no personal issue with the person who was bidding against me. I do have a little problem with the nasty emails that I received both from Shibby and, more importantly, from one of his moderators. That I thought overstepped the bounds. My moderators, to my knowledge, would never email a participant in my channel about something that happened in the channel without asking me first, do you want me to say something about said incident? I mean, I was a regular on Shibby Robs. I was there for everything. But I found out after the fact that there were a couple people in there who have also told people lies about my channel and lies about me. So, yeah. One of the things they said was that I gave away prizes and people never got them. And that is simply not true. I did have one prize that took a long time to get to the person because I made a mistake and just wrote the name Jimmy on the envelope, and then after the fact did not know which Jimmy it was until I had time to sit down and rewatch the video from that date and ascertain who the prize belonged to. Then I had to get a hold of that person and get his information. And this was all happening right in the middle of my move. So did it take a while for him to get his package? Yes, it did. Did he receive his prize? Yes, he did. I have never, ever not sent someone their prize. I am on Social Security, and sometimes I am a little slow about sending people their prizes, but it's a money thing. And, you know, my attitude towards them is, if you don't like how slow I send my giveaways, then don't comment on the video. You know, I mean, I guess I get tired of people complaining about free stuff. God, it's free, people. It's a giveaway. A lot of times out of my personal collection. So, really? Right now in my area, I can't get a box of anything Far North. I tried my bank 2 weeks ago to get any kind of box of quarters. I didn't care if it was circulated or uncirculated. I just tried to get a box of quarters. They offered to give me one roll of quarters. Yeah, actually, Shibby sent me a very nasty email. It hurt my feelings terribly. I still have it. I'm not going to post it, but yeah, he did accuse me of disrupting his auction, and I did not appreciate it. So after that, I just don't go there anymore. Yeah, well, I've been emphasizing that Far North, that it's about every other week, because right now I am in a cabin up in the mountains. I don't go to town every day, and I only get a Social Security check once a month. So right now I'm doing them twice a month. And I have I have 3 prizes from last week that are sitting here. Once I have done my Wednesday night show this week, all of this stuff will go out in one group. I have even broken my rule and sent things to Canada, which is very expensive for me, but somebody won something in my stream and asked, could I please send it to their friend in Canada? And because it was a regular viewer, I said, absolutely, I will. And I did. I don't like to because the postage is pretty high, but you know, when somebody wins something and says, hey, I'd really like it if you gave that to my friend, he would really like to have that coin, I'm not going to say no over, you know, $5 or $6. Yeah, I'm not freaking eBay. I don't have next day shipping. So I do the best I can. Okay, American Memorial Park. Why do I keep looking at this? Oh, because I need the D, that's why. I knew I was stuck there for a reason. But unfortunately, I did not get the D. I've got 3 more left to look at here, and so far we haven't really added anything to the book. When I am in the position to do so, I give away some pretty decent prizes, and I give away a lot of them. And only because I recently moved, I've had to really cut back until I get into my apartment. And because you got to pay utility deposits and people to help move furniture. There's a lot of, I got to change my driver's license. I got to change my car insurance. It costs money. And so I've had to back off on giveaways, but I'm still doing little ones occasionally. Studying the pump, because there is a deal with the pump. But I didn't see it today. Don't really think I need this one at all. I just was looking for cuds. Looking for cuds in all the wrong places. Well, we did not get any prizes for this book this week. But we have filled a good portion of this book out of the car wash. So I'm going to stick with the purity of the project until probably the end of the year. And if I haven't filled the books, oh, Mikey, meatloaf and fries from Grandma. Oh, that sounds so good, dude. We had meatloaf the other night. It was pretty darn good. My sister and her husband are both retired chefs. And when I'm at their house, I eat pretty well. Still got some coins here to be checking. Got to clear my little work area here. All right, get in there. Oops. Like I said, if I drop stuff on the floor, it's going to have to stay there for a while. My ribs really took a beating when I hit the ground the second time yesterday. And that's actually the third time I have fallen since I moved to Virginia. I don't know what it is with me and this state. But yeah, I've busted myself a couple times. All right, let's see. Did I see Dreadpool? No. Is Dreadpool here? Dreadpool is here. Hi, Dreadpool. Yay. Well, let me see. You know what? I think before I get into the state quarters, which I have this many, we might need to have another cookie. Let's have another cookie out of the cookie tin, shall we? If you have not gone over and signed up on the giveaway comment video, this would be a good time to do so, because we're going to pull a name, and then that person's going to play. Well, I'm going to pull for them, but I'll put it right where you can see me, and I'll just stick my hand in there, pull out a flip, and whatever's in that flip is yours. But you got to be signed up on the comment video. So get over there and get your name in. Our last winner was Siren Silver Stash, who won a Canadian Loon dollar coin. So let's see how many folks are in the drawing so far. We got 17 commenters. And we only got 15 people in the room right now. Okay. What are you anxious about, Mood SWAT? Do you need one of my anti-anxiety pills? Wow. Oh, I got to do something real quick. That's funny. I had my, oh my goodness. I had my, what's it called? Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube video open, but it needed refreshed. Okay, it says I have 16 people watching. And all right, everybody ready? We're going to go over here and we're going to push the magical button on the, let's see, it says we got 19 comments now. Okay, you need to be in the stream. You got 3 minutes after I pull the name to jump up and down and tell me you want a cookie. Let's get the thing up here where everybody can see it. All right. Check it one more time. 19 are in. Start the raffle. Pick random winner and start. Who is it gonna be? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it today? It's Swing for the Ring. Are you still here, my Michigan friend? Swing for the Ring. Got until 6:10 p.m. to claim your prize. Oh, something's blowing around here. Oh, I can't get it, whatever it is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the pain. Oh, it's just a blank card. Okay. All right, we're Swing for the Ring. He may have left. He may have already left. Is he here? Just waiting for him to collect. I know he was here because he told me about his coin roll hunting article on metaldetectinglife.com. So if he shows up by 6:10, he will get to have a cookie from the cookie can. If not, then we'll have to pick someone else to have a cookie from the cookie can. Oh, he may have left. Oh, that would be sad. That would be sad. No cookies for Swing. And he wanted to know what the coin of the day was, and it's going to be the one he didn't claim. Oh my goodness. Come on, Swing. I don't know where you are. Oh, Swing for the Ring. I'm so sad. I'd be so sad he doesn't make it. He's got about part of a minute left before this clock flips over to 6:10. Because once it flips, it's somebody else's cookie. Oh my goodness. I don't think he's here, folks. I think he went metal detecting up in the Upper Peninsula of the magical state of Michigan. Those of you that come into my metal detecting chat on Wednesday night may remember we watched Swing for the Ring, got on the local news up there for finding somebody's ring in one of the Great Lakes. Well, I'm sorry to say it is now 6:10 and Swing did not collect the prize. So let's just pick another winner. See if we can find somebody else that wants to dig around in the cookie can. Oh, we got some more commenters sneaked in there too. All right, let's try her again. See who else we can give an opportunity to get can. And this time it is Archaeology Mikey. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. You are the luckiest little brat I ever met. We love you, Mikey, but geez, dude, you win everything. There must be some special thing about that name that sets off the YouTube thing. So, Archaeology Mikey, you still here? Want a cookie, little boy? Want a cookie? There he is. All right, Mikey's going to get a cookie. And I already have a package over here for Mikey because he won the other night, too. So let's see. I have no idea what's in any of the flips. I'm just flipping them around, and I got one. All right, we got a 2000 Gibraltar 5-pence. And I'm pretty sure that came from my friend Roy. He sent me some goodies to keep and share. Let's get that under the scope. All right. There's the reverse. I'm pretty sure that's the reverse. And let's flip that rascal over. Ah. And there is Elizabeth II. That lady gets around. She's pretty old by the time she hit the 2000 Gibraltar coin. So there you have it, Archaeology Mikey. You are going on a little coin adventure to Gibraltar. So, I'm not even going to use another envelope because I know that I have a Mikey envelope sitting over there. Pretty much always have a Mikey envelope. Yeah, there's something in the YouTube algorithm that really likes his name. He wins a lot. I haven't won anything since maybe June, July at the latest. I know it's been a long time since I won anything. All right, we still got a few items left in the can, and I'll be putting some more in there. But just to tell you some of the things that are in there, there's a 2006 North Dakota State quarter. There's a 1919 Lincoln Wheatie. There's a 64 uncirculated Kennedy. There is a Broadstruck dime. There is a Gibraltar 2-pence and a Gibraltar penny. So there is still some silver in here. Kennedy's floating around in there. All righty. State quarter time. State quarter time. Got a decent amount of them to look at. But our state quarter book, we don't really need much. We are down to, this was all done from the car wash. We are down to needing American Samoa and the Northern Mariana Islands. Now, this is my personal book. Then I started that other one and said, no, wait a minute, we're going to make a contest out of it. But so in my personal book, I'm looking for American Samoa and the Northern Mariana Islands, and I want to find them at the car wash. I don't want, if I haven't found them by the end of the year, I'll probably finish the book from some other source. I've had a number of people offer to give me those particular coins to finish it, but I want, it's the challenge to me to do this without spending any money, so people know that you don't have to be rich to have a coin collection and to enjoy this. I've been trying to encourage people lately who have all their kids at home right now to incorporate like the state quarters and the national parks into their lesson. They could teach mathematics, how to count coins, how to add, subtract, so forth. They could teach geography, history. There's so many things that you can teach with a handful of coins. So I've been kind of hoping that some of the parents would do that. And I might find some things mixed in here that aren't state quarters. We'll just have to see what's in here. I try to minimally sort, only in that I sort the national parks from the states, but I don't actually look at the coins until I look at them with you, because that's just more fun. Maryland. Arkansas. Yeah, let's go down and find some diamonds. I want to go. It's on my bucket list. Go down to the diamond mine and dig for diamonds. I want to do it. There's Vermont. So let's see what else we got here. West Virginia. I believe Mr. Simpson, who was in here earlier, is in West Virginia. I try to remember where everybody is. Wisconsin. No extra leaves on the corn stalk. I am still working on that big long list of errors and so forth, oddities on the national parks. I'm up to over 55 so far. I'll probably do the same for the state at some point. I'm putting it in an Excel file where you'll be able to search it. New York. Connecticut. It took me the longest time on some of these that I still haven't figured out what the errors and stuff are on them. This is going to be another Arkansas. I saw the big fat diamond. Virginia. That's where I live now. Ooh, this was kind of grubby on the obverse. It doesn't look too sporty. Kind of a dirty bird from Idaho. Now, I did state that I was not going to add any more to the prize book unless it's one of the territories. So that's why I don't really have that out here. I think it's Kentucky. Pretty shiny one. This is a 2003 Maine. It's got some little nicks out of it. It's pretty shiny though. It's a pig. Oh, no, it's the Utah Choo-Choo Train. It's the crossroads of the West. I always wondered how many curves did they have to put in those railroads to get those tracks to meet? Yes, Baseman does stream in 41 minutes. He starts at 7 Eastern or 6 Central, and we try real hard not to run over each other. So I'm not worried. I'll be done by the time my wonderful friend, the bass man, goes on. I am so happy that he has started putting up his bass playing videos because I do have a bass. I actually have a homemade bass that was made by my husband many, many years ago out of our waterbed frame, actually. He also made one out of a toilet seat, a couple of other things. But I do have a bass, and I really love that he's been doing those videos so I can learn some new bass runs. I was real happy when he put up Steely Dan's Peg. That was a song I really wanted to learn, and so I learned it from Bassman64 on his videos. So if you haven't watched him play bass guitar, you should do so. He's pretty darn good. He is a talent. Horses, but I don't need them. Games tonight on Bassman. He always has some. Yeah, I was in his test earlier where he was testing out his software. He had to make a few changes. One string guitar. I didn't even see you sneak in here, BC. One string guitar. I broke all the other strings, but I still play it for the kids. That's cute. That's cute. I didn't realize guitar strings were so expensive up there in Canada. North Carolina. Like I said, I always go back through these and look for oddities. I just don't do it. I'm so slow that we would be here all night. I have a couple of times come back on a live stream and done it. There's a George Peach, my former home. So far, there's not much exciting in this pile. Another Virginia. Texas. Down to about 6 or 7 quarters left. This looks like another Idaho. I think this is in the wrong batch. This, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a national park that got mixed in. But while I'm here, I'm going to look at the roof. Okay, let's put him over here in this other bag where he belongs. Oh, looky, we got a Guam. We got a Guam. I don't think we need the Guam in our giveaway book, but they're kind of hard to come by. So let me double check. I'm pretty sure that I put mine in here because my niece gave me a Guam. So yeah, we've got the Guam filled in here, but I'm definitely pulling that Guam one out because they are not the easiest to find. And I will maybe save him for one of the next giveaway books because we do have some more empty state quarter books. So put him aside, even though we couldn't use him in this book. That was a decent find. South Carolina. Lived there for a while, back in the 70s. I was supposed to go have dinner at my sister's, and I don't know if what they were having is something that I can get warmed up. They were making homemade Philly cheesesteaks. Oh, look, Puerto Rico. I don't need the Puerto Rico in there either, but we're going to need it. I did say I would put the territories in the prize book. And we already have one in there. So I will set that aside for another prize book. I think this just fell out of the prize book. I'm not sure. I can check that. But since we have more prize books, I'll put that with the Guam and we'll hold on to that. Yeah, they were supposed to be having homemade Philly cheesesteaks over at my sister's. And I have my show tonight, so. I wasn't sure I was going to do my show tonight. Truthfully, I woke up at about 2:30 this morning screaming in pain. That little slip that I took yesterday hauling the camp toilet down the hill was all it took to re-jam up my ribs. Once I got back from signing the papers for my apartment, and those of you who missed it, I'll probably be out of this cabin in the next 2 to 3 weeks and into my real gigs where I can do a lot better job on my channel than I have been. Anyway, I had to get up this morning no matter how badly I didn't want to. And my doctor's probably going to yell at me because I did take an extra pain medication, but it helped tremendously. Once I went and signed my papers for the apartment, I came home and I laid down and took a nap with a heating pad and the extra pain meds, and I feel pretty decent now, but I still can't bend over and pick things up. So if I drop it on the floor, it's just going to have to stay there. I don't have a maid, and I have not been able to train M3 to do a darn bit of housework. He just isn't into it. Unless it's a kitty treat, in which case he will clean it up immediately. Now our little stinker is out there. He has totally skipped out on being security tonight in lieu of sleeping in his favorite chair that came with us from Georgia. That is his chair, and so he's out there enjoying it. So, let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to reiterate that I am doing another video about the giveaway of the statehood quarters. That there's also some other goodies that are being given away at that same time. I will have to kind of look and see if I have anything else that I can part with to add to that. But we have extended that until November. What did I say? November 19th, something like that. And I got to look on the calendar. I'm an old lady. I have brain farts. Yes, November 15th is the last day to send in your 2 quarters. You can send in only one if you only want one entry, but 2 quarters maximum. Papa Georgia? Hi, Papa. Anyway, you send in your quarters. The extras will go probably in another book to give away or be used as postage, whatever. You got until November 15th. I'm going to do a video showing the other prizes and all of that good stuff. But please get those in. And like I said, we do have some other empty books now that we can fill up and give away. Oh my gosh, I have a story about that, Mikey. I had a friend who was just starting out in hydroponic gardening, and he decided to grow some catnip because they had cats and I have cats, and it grew so well that we started selling this hydroponic catnip. And I had a box of the little sample packs of the catnip, and I came home, and I had this thing up on the top of the refrigerator with a jar on top of it. I came home, my 2 cats had gotten the jar, they had rolled it off the top, they had opened the box, dumped catnip packages all over the floor of my kitchen. They had ripped open, I don't know, 15, 20 packs of this stuff, rolled around in it until they were just dopey ass crazy. Yes, I'm swearing, I don't care. And when I came home, there was 2 fat cats laying in the floor. Yeah, they were doped out on catnip, boy. They were a mess. And it was Bo and Itty. They're long gone to kitty heaven. Bo was 20 when he died. Itty was 19. And still, those are not the oldest cats I know of. That honor goes to Handy Andy, who has a cat that I believe is 28. The oldest living cat I have ever seen. So, anyway, that pretty much does it, except we need to do, somebody needs a cookie. Somebody's going to need a cookie before you go over to Basement. I don't know what kind of games he's got, but I got the cookies right here in the can. Dutch style butter cookies? I don't think so. These are a little heavier than a butter cookie. Let's see how many commenters we have. We got 19 folks. Don't know how many of them are still in the room. We're going to find that out in a minute. Okay, I believe we got about 16 folks that have hung around. No, 17. All right. Now, we're going to Papa Frank, if you have not gotten your comment in on the comment video, you need to get in there. Last chance. I'll wait for y'all for a minute or two since Handy Andy posted our comment video link. We will let y'all get a chance to get in. This must be present to win, and you need to claim it within 3 minutes. You got to be 18 and older, live in the United States unless you're BC, and I make special exceptions for BC on occasion. But anyway, I make special exceptions for a lot of people, actually. So, all right, let me check and see if anybody new has gotten in. We have 21. So, yes, some new people did get in. Let me pull that little beauty up on the screen here so everybody could see that it's up on the up and up. Okay, what's going on here? You're supposed to be sharing. I shared the wrong link. Okay, dummy, I don't need to share the YouTube link. Let's stop that and try it again. Hit the right link. I need to share the comment and picker. All right, got the comment picker on the screen now? Yes, indeed. All right, well, Papa Frank, you know what? No, silver cookies out of there. Yeah, he shook a cookie tin. Papa Frank showed up. He doesn't realize there's silver in this tin, but that's okay. He wants to pass on the silver. That's fine. By the way, you can only win once a night, so Mikey, sit it out. You're done for the day, buddy. All right, let's see who else is going to have a chance to get a prize. Muscle Shell, are you still in the room? Muscle Shell, you got 3 minutes. You got till 6:36 and a half. Come on, Muscle Shell. Tell me you didn't bail out now. You know better. Hey, Sweet Coinmas. Yeah, it's Sweet Coinmas. It will be if Muscle Shell shows up. But right now, he got here. He's going to miss his cookie. Now, to explain what's in the cookie box, for those who weren't here earlier, it's just a whole bunch of different things that are all in flips. So I don't know what's what when I pull it out. I just reach in there, pull one out, and that is their prize. Speak, Muscle Shell, speak. Woof. Come on. I know you were here. How dare you leave? Oh, that's just horrible. You got a little bit more time. It hadn't flipped over to the 6 yet. I'm going to be filling this can back up. I have a lot of coins I haven't gone through yet that people send me things that are either for me to add to my collection or to give away, as the case may be. Roy M sent me a lot of stuff, and some was really good for my collection, and others was really good, but it doesn't need to be in my collection because I already have one or whatever. So, and so, all right, it's about to flip, and that mussel shell is gone. His shell is broken. We're going to throw that shell back on the beach and find another one. We'll find a different person. No more mussel shell. He's almost out of time. Mussel shell. Mussel shell. Hello, Dreadpool. Just in back to watch mussel shell lose. Sorry, mussel shell. You missed your calling. All right. We're going to pick somebody else. Let's see if anybody else got in. Oop, 22. Somebody got in. Let's see who's going to get this one, because it wasn't mussel shell. Swing for the Ring was already drawn and is no longer here, but we'll give him one more chance. Swing, are you here? I don't think he is, and it's a one-shot thing, so I really don't think he's here. If he is, I'll pull one out for him too, but we're going to move on because I want to finish this show before time for Baseman, because I don't want to run over my Baseman. I like him. All right, let's go to another one. Cookie coins. See, he knows. He knows there's cookie coins in there. But he just isn't here. No cookie coins for him. All right. Let's try it again. Last chance. Come on. Let's see. Still got 22 folks. We're going to hit her again. Somebody wants to get a cookie out of this can. Yeah, we're drawing for prizes, Dreadpool. Native Warrior, are you in the house? You got 3 minutes or less. 3 minutes or less. You got until my computer says 6:41. Yay! Woohoo! Native Warrior is in the house. We get to get a cookie out of the can for him. All right, let's close that screen. Shake her up. Stick my hand in there. Flip some stuff around. I'm not even going to look towards the can. And let's see what he got. Ah! That's a pretty decent one, I guess. It's not silver, but it's kind of a cool thing. Oops. Got to cancel that. Bring the microscopical device up. And our boy gets a 1919 Wheatie. My lighting's terrible. Maybe if I turn that one off. Anyway, you got your 1919 Wheatie, my friend. It's a little worse for wear, but it's a 1919. So, can't complain about free oldies. Alrighty. Let's put that in the pack here. Get it. Now, I need y'all who won to send me your mailing info. Mikey, I don't need yours. I send you something every week. But Siren Silver Stash and Native Warrior, I do believe I will need you to remind me of your mailing info. Once I get moved, I'll be a little more organized. Right now, a lot of my things are in storage, and it's a challenge every week just to get my shows up. Um, yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to do, send something to give away, or you got an idea for something, or you want to claim your prize, you can email me at itssusieq96@gmail.com. I'm going to let everybody go so you can have a little break. Please make sure you hit the like and everything and subscribe to check your notifications, because sometimes people aren't getting notified. When you get over to my friend Baseman's house, tell him I sent you. Sorry you didn't get to see M3. He's a lazy bum tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Congratulations again to Native Warrior Archaeology Mikey, Siren Silver Stash. You will have some prizes going out in my next mailing. Thank you to Siren Silver Stash, who is one of my moderators, and to Handy Andy, who has held down the fort countless times. Thanks everybody who popped in. I'm going to go see if there's any possibility of me getting one of those homemade Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I hopefully will see y'all over at Baseman 64s in a little bit. I want to see what his new games are. So thank you guys for supporting my channel, such as it is. We're little, but we still have fun. All right, bye, PD. I want to go detecting. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. I have my other live stream. That's 8 Eastern. Pop in there. You never know what's going to happen. Bye.